Okay, so I'm doing some really cool stuff here. Just trying to, I guess, get inspired and get new ideas out of things. And I touched on my last video with this whole loops and samples thing. No matter what you do, make it your own. Do not. Even if you use arcade, and I'm going to talk about arcade here soon. I think it's so cool. I'm going to start messing with, Output has a plugin called Arcade. It's a subscription-based plugin, and some people like it better than Splice, but some of these people are just using the loops that are in there, and again, it's just like that. You cannot, if you're doing it, a million other people doing it. So, but what I'm doing here is I'm going to kind of show you what I did on how to get creative here on loops and stuff here. I just went and found a guitar line. I mean, I could actually record guitar lines and do this, but if I record it, like, writing my own progressions, I wouldn't be changing it up. I'd probably be doing my own cool thing, but just sitting here doing different things, trying to trigger things in different genres. I like to kind of go to Splice and just pick up things and make up my own. So here's the original guitar line. Hold on 1 second. Let's turn that up here, Chris. Pretty simple indeed. It is indeed. I think it's that new Kashmir Volume 3 or whatever. I think it's where it came from, but it doesn't matter. So basically what I did was let's see here. Let's mute this, bypass that. What I did was I took that line, I chopped it up, and that last lick went on bar 8, so it was like 8 bars. But then I dropped it down about 10 semitones to a different key of F. I think it was like in C minor originally. And I stretched it out because I lowered the BPM to 90. It was 107 originally. I stretched it in time to 90, slowed it down. Then I sped it up to about 120 BPM, so 120 beats per minute. So a little something like this. Hold on, I'll keep messing with this volume knob. My bad. It's got a gritty sound. It sounds stretched, and that's okay. And that last lick's coming in. So it's dropped into a different key, different progression altogether. And then I went in the guitar rig and I put a amp sound on it, and this gator, which when the track stops, I've got to figure out how to get that. I may have to just go use a different plug-in for this, but I like what I did here. This is cool. You like it. And I'm just toying with it. I mean, it's an idea, something to do with. I'll get back to that in a minute. But I want to look and try something else here. Okay. Oh, that's cool. It turns into something completely different. You hear the notes. It's kind of throwing off something kind of cool, but I don't know what the hell I do with it. Really don't. That's cool. Good Lord. Let's see something here. Let's go into a mount. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Blend it in a little bit better. I don't know. I might do something crazy. I might take this and do something cool, like come in with like a little drum beat or something with this. It'd be cool. Let me see what I can do here. Okay, so I'm messing with this. Some of these drum breaks, I'm getting kind of weird here, but that's how you create cool things here, man. It's a little late night crazy here. But arcade is so cool because the percussion is unbelievable. What arcade will do is give me really cool ideas on writing guitar riffs and doing some really cool stuff with my own music. Now, will I use all of it or not? Who knows? But I do know that when you get into a lot of these music leads and progressions in arcade, I can't stress enough to just chop it up and make your own out of it. Don't just take the loop that plays and just do that. So, but what I'm doing here is just trying to find a little drum beat for what I've got. So here. That's different. It's little drum breaks, like break beats. So let's go see what else we got here. Basically, arcade is set up in, like, you have different lines of styles, and then it goes into different sections of those. Like, in other words, there's a whole, for instance, these guys in Nashville did a whole Nashville section. It was really amazing how they did it. And to watch them on YouTube put this up into music and get them to writing stuff over it was amazing. Very inspiring to do this. I'm not a country music artist, but the way they did it, you could actually do anything you want with it. It was so cool. So let me see what else I can find here. Who knows? Okay, so I think I found something here. It's kind of cool. I might do. Seems kind of weird, but I'm gonna see what it'll do, because you never do. Let's see something here. Yeah, why not? It's a start, and what I'm going to do is, with the arcade is a subscription-based program. So in other words, no matter what you do with arcade, always print it immediately to audio so you can keep it, because if you're not subscribing to it at one point, you got to go back to the session and redo something. That audio is gone, so you got to preserve it and you got to save it. So it's very important that you do that. Caught on to that very quickly. So basically what I do is I just keep one instance of arcade and I just make different beats. And what I'll do is hit record source on here and go in here and get a stereo input in arcade 1, and I'll just record it into a pattern here. So I'll just let it record. Actually, freeze. Okay, I know what I did. Gotta make sure I did that right. It's just recording the arcade, okay. It's not recording that guitar. Let's just hit this. Guess it's loud enough. I don't have to normalize anything. Cool. So we've got that. And I can get that out of there. Boom. And bring that up there. And save. That's just percussion 1. Let's go back to arcade and see what else we can find here. What I might do is I got that. I need a drum beat or something, so we'll just keep arcade where it's at for a while. Let's go find a drum beat or something. I don't know what kind of beat I'm going to put on this, but let's see something. Might not be able to put anything solid, but we'll see. Let's see. Okay, so I'm still trying to find a beat or something, but anyway, that'll come. But just kind of showing a little bit what I'm doing here, just kind of making things, you know, different from the actual guitar riff. So, I mean, I already played the original riff. This doesn't even sound anything like it. It's different key and everything, so just makes it totally different. Gives you the best example of what you can do. Now, what I will do is go in here just quick before I'm done, and let me go into arcade. Let me show you around a little bit with arcade. Basically in here, and there's a lot of YouTube videos out there because this has been out since 2017. And rest assured, guys, this thing's been out for 3 years. Anybody who doesn't really understand this whole game and what to do, they have not to just use the loop and go with it. They're using that loop, and they're out there in these releases. And all you got to do is hit Shazam, or I'm starting to discover some of these other apps like SoundHound and Track ID. One of these apps, and it'll identify the track. Shazam's usually pretty good with that stuff. So anyway, let's hit browse here, go to lines. A lot of this stuff's pretty cool. I'll show you the Nashville line because that's pretty interesting here. And you go into like a guitar here, and let's see if let's hit arcade. Boom, yeah, there we go. And boom, come on. All right. I mean, you hear this. If you just go use that, I'm pretty sure you Shazam it, it's going to come up. But you can... I got the key of F. So you just took 2 loops and made one. So there's the original. And there's... That's the other one. Go. Hold on, how did I do it? Okay. Okay. You get the idea. You just have to kind of do different things. You could just do that. And then print it to audio and change the key and create your own progression. But like I said, there's so much stuff here. Now the cool thing is you got the white keys here, and you got that. Hit any of these black keys on here can change, like reverse it or, you know, screw it up. So this will reverse it. There you go, you can reverse it. There's a reverse. Then you can do something different right there. And that key, do something cool. And then come in with your own riff. So there's a lot of cool. Now let's see here. Let's go there. Their steel guitar is so cool. Let's see here. Let's see here. Where was that? And then I'll call it on this. Let's see here. There is a dirty steel. This is pretty cool. See, there's possibilities if you get creative what you can do with this. So there's a lot of cool stuff you can do. But anyway, so I'm gonna get off here. It's late, but I may do something with this guitar riff. I may not. I've got ideas in a little junk box just sitting around I haven't done anything with. Sometimes I get the hankering to knock it out and finish it. But anyway, just another example of how you can take things and get creative with it. Like I say, just don't go using loops that you didn't write. I don't care where they come from. In these construction packs, if you're doing it, a million other people are doing it. So you either pick up the guitar or the instrument and write your own, or if you're going to do these, really my whole point is these loops and samples are made to inspire you, basically create ideas or help you create ideas of your own to write over the top of. And it's in the end, it's not really necessary that you would even use that loop unless you changed it and made it completely different. That loop basically is just going up under what you wrote. If you write a guitar riff or piano line or whatever you do. So that's how that rolls. Anyway, thanks for watching. And we'll talk soon. Be cool. Bye.